won't say die, we won't give in. We're number one, we'll hold the line. We won't step back, we'll just attack time after time. We're lightning fast, we'll drive like rain. We won't be beat, we won't retreat, ice in our veins. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We'll hit them hard, we'll take them down. When the storm hits, we'll blow the others out of town. We'll push them back, we'll make them pay. Do what it takes, make no mistakes, we'll make the play. We'll show them tough, we'll show them speed. The will to win is all we need, we will succeed. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. Storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We live to play, we play to win. We try and try, we won't say die, we won't give in. We're number one, we'll hold the line. We won't step back, we'll just attack time after time. We're lightning fast, we'll drive like rain. We won't be beat, we won't retreat, ice in our veins. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm, we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm, we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm.
When speaking of the champions, one stands above the rest. Glory's old and records proud when often put to test. A fine tradition's history that others cannot best. They wear the red and green. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney marches on. They mauled the Balmain Tigers, slew the dragons from St. George. Seagulls and the Mounties next were crushed with mighty force. They humbled Parramatta and the berries in due course. They wear the red and green. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney marches on. the western magpie splashed the Newtown Vagaboo. The eastern suburbs rooster crowed and then was conquered too. The greatest name in any game within South Sydney grew. They wear the red and green. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney marches on. Glory, glory to South Sydney.
Hey!
Shut up. No.
Hey!
No. Alright. Hey mates, how you doing? Today we'll be streaming the matchup between the... oh crap. But yeah, we're streaming the matchup between the Melbourne Storm and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Apologies, I rushed to get the stream out. But so far, the players are running out onto the field. So I feel like South Sydney are like, the favourites to win. Like honestly, I feel like they've got what it takes. More of what it takes to win this match. It's set up to be an absolute cracker, and honestly, I can't wait. Glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney march is on. So anyways, players are running out onto the field now. Melbourne is in the change rooms. So Storm are running out onto the field now. Lots of boos by the mostly South Sydney crowd. Alright, that should make it better. Thunderstruck is playing. Alright, now it's not. Players are now getting back onto the field, running out onto the field. Referee blows the whistle, and we're underway between the Storm and the Rabbitohs here on Saturday Night Footy. So far, both teams are currently in form, winning 4 out of those last 5 matches. The Rabbitohs losing to the Storm, like 5 matches ago, and the Storm losing to the Sea Eagles at Brookvale Oval. So, anyways, very physical here, but to start off things in Magic Round. So, last tackle now, Storm booted up high. Who's gonna get the footy? Nicely caught by South Sydney. Lots of pushback by the Storm, but Rabbitohs still have the footy. So they're at the 20-metre line. So second tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. Latrell Mitchell. Sorry, not Latrell Mitchell. Bit confused there. So anyways, last tackle now for the Rabbitohs. passed it off. They booted up high. Should be nicely caught by the Storm. And nicely caught by Nick Meady. So far, nice and clear here in Brisbane. 19 degrees. Not like 69% humidity. So far, it's, good playing conditions. And there's a penalty to the Melbourne Storm, I assume for being offside. So, yep, it's an offside penalty to the Melbourne Storm, so that's going to give them a handy penalty. So that's going to give them a handy advantage. So, they kick it to the sideline, and nicely caught. So, if you are aware of the last match, the Dolphins absolutely smacked the Sharks 36-16. No one saw that coming. But yeah, was an excellent display by the Dolphins in Wayne Bennett's 900th game, coached in the professional as a professional. So, anyways, let's get back to the play. So, second tackle gone now. Melbourne offloads it all the way to the touchline. So a bit of an error there, and it's going to be South ball. Melbourne had a few tackles left to go. Personally, they were just trying to rush it way too quickly, and honestly, they should have just been more patient, and they probably would have still had the ball. So, lots of bit of spark, bit of hit, and there's going to be a second penalty of the match, and it's going to be to the Rabbitohs. It's not even 4 minutes. Well, it's just been 4 minutes, and there's already another penalty. This time for a Melbourne ruck infringement. So Rabbitohs are going to get themselves back a advantage. And so they're going to start their fresh set of 6 at the halfway point. Ref calls held. They give it off. So second tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. They give it off. Pass was 1. Passes twice. Tackled. So third tackle gone now. And Rabbitohs pass it. No, they tried to do dummy, but it is tackled. So they're getting closer towards the try line. Could this be the Rabbitohs opening the scoring of the night? So they give it off once, give it off twice. No one really there, and nearly there. Nicely stopped by the Melbourne Storm. Last tackle now, and they're gonna dribble it, and it's gonna be a try to the Rabbitohs. Cody Walker from the Rabbitohs opened the scoring for the night. And you can see the ecstatic Rabbitohs supporters. So anyways, the scoreline is now 4-0 in favour of the Bunnies. But yeah, look, Melbourne's defence was just tricked way too easily. But then again, the Rabbitohs were pretty good in that set. Yeah. He selfed the dummy, he dribbled it, and Cody Walker got the footy and scored a try. So currently the scoreline is 4-0, and Latrell Mitchell is yet to convert this try. So Bunker has confirmed the try, so it's 4-0 in favour of the Rabbitohs. So Charles Mitchell's going to have a shot to convert this try. Nicely done. So let's go on 6-0. So currently the scoreline is 6-0. And I kicked the footy. So, yeah. So nicely done by the Rabbitohs so far. So second tackle we're on now. So they pass it. Give it off once, give it off twice. At the 40-metre line. Four tackle gone now. They're at the halfway point. So last tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. They kick it long. Ilias. Right into the hands of the Storm player. So anyways, at the 20-metre line, first tackle gone now. So first tackle gone now. So second tackle gone now. In the previous tackle, Melbourne was trying to look for a penalty for ruck infringement. But referees has not budged. So fourth tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm. They're at the halfway point. So good meters gained so far. Now last tackle now for the Storm. Can they hit back early? So Storm booted up high. Not that much pressure and should land straight into the Rabbitohs player. So Rabbitohs have the ball now. So first tackle gone now for the Bunnies. Gives it off. And Bunnies are now at the 20-metre line. 20 metres away from the Storm's try line. So, lots of aggression in the Rabbitohs attack. So third tackle gone now. At the 40-metre line. Oh, they pass it off to Mitchell. He gives it off. And, oh, nice play there. And, oh, he offloads it. It's still play on. At the 40-metre line, he kicks it, and it's a bit of a foot race here. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. So good play there by South Sydney. My word. Quality play there. And the Rabbitohs are going to have a goal line dropout. Now, is Melbourne going to do the short kickoff, and which is a bit risky. But gives them a chance of getting the ball back after this. Or are they going to go long? So, Melbourne, go short. Who's going to get the footy? South Sydney! And they're immediately tackled. So, South get the ball back to the 10-metre line. Again, it was a risky move, and Souths made them pay. South could get off to a 12-0 lead here. So it's 6 more called by the referee. So first tackle gone now in this fresh set of 6. So they give it off. Passes once. And unluckily does not. So anyways, second tackle gone now. Rabbitohs give it off towards the right. Third tackle gone now. Rabbitohs give it off. And, they give it off. They give it twice. And Latrell Mitchell gives it off to a Melbourne Storm player. And it's going to be a Storm ball back. So, again, rushing it. Oh, it's going to be a penalty to the Storm. I assume it might be for being offside. But right when the Bunnies were flying, they immediately get stopped in their tracks by Melbourne. So this is sort to be a good contest. So Melbourne tap it, and now at the 40-metre line. Oh my God! So, Tried to offload it, gave it to Munster, but nothing much from it. So, give it off. So, bit of fending off here, and it's still play on, but South eventually tackle. So Melbourne have a good chance of hitting back here in the 11th minute. So, they give it off. Munster gives it off again. No, now at the 10-metre line. 2 more tackles left to go. So, they gives it off. And trying to trick the South Sydney defence. Tackled again. So last play here. And it's going to be 6 more tackles. So Storm continuing to pressure the South Sydney defence. So Nelson tackled. Third tackle gone now. Gives it off to Munster. Gives it off. Melbourne are flying here. Nick Meaney gives it off. It tries to get past the defence. Unsuccessful so far. Second tackle guard now. They give it off. So, past the 10-metre line. They're 5 minutes away from scoring a try. Third tackle guard now. What can the Rabbitohs defence do to prevent a try here? So they let that pass dribble and a bit of aggression, but South are able to hit it. So 4 tackle gone now. They chip it up high, and it's going to be nearly a creamer, but they're going to check it. Melbourne have grounded it, but they're going to check if there was a knock on. So referees calls no try. Let's see what's going to happen here. So Melbourne leaps up. They tap it back. So, that's pretty good. Souths knock the ball on, I think. So, checking who gets the footy after it bounces. So, it checks if it touches Campbell Graham's hands. So Campbell Graham knocks the footy on. Checking grounding. It is going to be a try! I think. So. And no try called. So anyways, it's going to be a goal line dropout. So they kick short, and it's going to be a Melbourne ball. Again, the risk doesn't pay off here. So Melbourne have the footy back. First tackle gone now. 25 metres away. Now 20 metres away. So second tackle gone now. They give it off. Tackled. Third tackle gone now. They give it off. Melbourne close to scoring a try here. Nelson has the footy. And it's going to be a penalty to Melbourne. So are they going to take the 2 here? Or are they going to use this in an attempt to score a try? So seems like they're going to tap the footy on. So, they tap the footy. So, Melbourne. So, scoreline still sits at 6-0. Could this change? Let's see if they can change this advantage into a point. Let's see if they can capitalize on their opportunities. So, tackled again so far. Souths have been heavily pressured as of recently. So, what can they do here? So, full tackle guard now. They give it off. And, goes a short dribble. And it's going to be a Souths ball. Great defending there. Is it? So, Melbourne have the ball. Dribble it. Okay, so it's going to be a goal line dropout. So it will be a goal line dropout and Melbourne will have a chance to score a try. So the Charles Mitchell goes very short at the 10-meter line. So knocked back and accidentally caught by the Rabbitohs. The risk finally pays off. So they give it off. Souths have the ball. Second tackle gone now. Gives it off. So far, Storm have had 4 out of the last 5 sets. So, what can South Sydney do from here? Are they going to pressure Melbourne's defence and go for a second try of the match? Or will they just use a set as resting time against from those the previous play here? So Souths go short, up high, and knocked off Melbourne. But it was knocked backwards, and Munster has the ball back for the Melbourne. So Melbourne get the ball back. So third tackle gone now. Now second tackle gone. Melbourne, give it off. So, very strong defense there. So rolls it, passes it. And, they offload it, but nothing much for them. Full tackle gone now. Melbourne being very pressured. Now, last tackle gone. For the Melbourne Storm. What can they do from here? So, they give it off. Munster boots it long. They let it dribble. And it's going to be a South ball. So, Melbourne heavily pushing back. But it's going to be the Rabbitohs. First tackle gone now. Rabbitohs past the 20-meter line. So tackle gone now, and it's going to be a penalty toward the Rabbitohs for offside. A lot of penalties here. So either for being offside or ruck infringements. So some players being a bit off, being a bit off, bit turned off, causing them to give away penalties for infringing with the ruck or being offside. So first tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. They give it off. So second tackle gone now. Rabbitohs close to scoring a try here at the 10-meter line. So third tackle gone now. Rabbitohs closer and closer to scoring their second try of the night. So they give it off here and try to sell it away. And the Rabbitohs score a try! Can you believe it? My oh my! Rabbitohs are on fire! And the Rabbitohs are up 10-zip. Could this turn into another blockbuster primetime blowout like last night? I hope not, because I hope so, because I did tip Souths. I want to get ahead of my tipping competitions. But beautiful play there. And great fend off there. So that's going to lead to a South Sydney try. So far Melbourne have been pretty poor here. It's going to be a try time to Jacob Host. So Latrell Mitchell is going to have a shot to give it a try. So anyways, Latrell Mitchell kicked 4 goals from 6 against the Broncos, where they won 32-6. Can he make it 2 from 2 tonight? Kicks it straight through. So it's 2 for 2 from Latrell Mitchell, and Rabbitohs are up 12-0. Who does a work meeting at Macca's? So 12-0 is the scoreline. Brownlow kick it long. And then get the ball. So first tackle gone now. Third tackle gone now. So nothing much here so far. Fourth tackle gone now. So last tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. They kick it long. Should go straight to Melbourne. So nicely caught there. Xavier Coates has the footy now. First tackle gone now. So second tackle gone now. They give it off. And some nice pushing forward by Melbourne. They're at the 40-metre line. They've got... strong run there by Melbourne. Fourth tackle gone now. They're at the 40-metre line. Munster gives it off. So, good meters gained so far. Melbourne Storm on their last tackle. So they kick it up high. Bit of pressure there. And it's knocked on. It's going to be 6 more for Melbourne. Near the try line. So lots of pressure by the South Sydney defence. And he's lost the ball, I think. So it's going to be knocked on against Melbourne right when they have momentum. Oh my. Disappointing. Disappointment. So, scrum breaks. The second goal now. They give it off. And again tackle. Second tackle gone now. Souths 25 metres away from the Storm's try line. Now back at the 20 metre line. Third tackle gone now. They give it off. Fourth tackle going now. So they give it off. Again tackled. So it's going to be last tackle here for South Sydney. They boot it up high. And it's going to be a Melbourne ball. So nicely caught there. Now they're at the 30-metre line. Third circle guard now. Melbourne, it's not game over for them yet. Second circle guard now. But like I said, Melbourne aren't out of this yet. Melbourne have an opportunity to get themselves back into the game. All it takes is 2 converted tries. Fourth circle guard now for the Melbourne Storm. So, they give it off. And Nick Meaney, 25 metres away from the try line. Last circle guard now. What can Melbourne do from here? Munster kicks it up high near the goalpost. And it's going to be, knocked forward by Melbourne. And it's going to be another golden opportunity wasted. So, Craig Bellamy a bit disappointed there. Rightfully so. So 25 minutes gone from the clock in the first half. It's going to be Rabbitohs still up 22-12 zip. So some decent tackling there. Second tackle gone now. They give it off. Rabbitohs trying to break through the South Sydney defence. Latrell Mitchell gives it off. And Johnson is tackled. So third tackle gone now. So Tom Burgess has a footy. Fourth tackle gone now. At the 30-metre line. And they give it off. They dribble kick. And it's going to be... going into touch. And so it's going to be a Melbourne ball. So anyways, Melbourne have the footy back. First circle gone now. So, second tackle gone now for Melbourne. They give it off. They're at the 30-metre line. So, third tackle gone now. And they're off here, but are nicely tackled. So fourth tackle gone now. Melbourne are at the halfway line. Could have a good chance of scoring a try here. Last tackle. So Melbourne give it off. They kick it up high, and it's going to be a bit of pressure there, but nicely caught there. Bit of protection by the South players. Third tackle gone now. Now second tackle gone now. So third tackle gone now. Not much from here. And it's going to be a penalty to South Sydney for being offside. So they kick it to the side. So they give it off, tapped, and they're at the halfway line. So first tackle going now for the South Sydney Rabbitohs. So, umpire calls held. Second tackle going now. Burgess gives it off. Wrapped up. So, Murray has the ball. Thought twice about passing. Didn't. So, fourth tackle gone now. So Ilias double kicks it. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. So good tackling there by Melbourne. Very good kick there. Anyways, Cameron Munster goes short at the 10-meter line, and Melbourne have the ball, and they're away here. But immediately tackled, and it's going to be a penalty. So it's going to be a penalty for being a high tackle. So, yeah, you can see the high tackle there. Oh. Yeah. So anyways, they give it off. So Melbourne, 45 metres away from the try line. So they give it off. Now, 35 metres away. So Melbourne, close to scoring a try here. They give it off. They're at the 20-metre line. So third tackle gone now. So they give it off. So fourth tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm. They give it off. They're close to scoring a try here. If they do, they'll put them back within 6. So anyways, Munster kicks it. And they're going to make it a goal line dropout. So it's going to be a repeat set here. Gotta be honest, this crowd is more than South Sydney would probably ever get at Aqua Stadium. So anyways, referee blows the whistle. They go short here. And it's going to be a Melbourne ball. And it's still play on here, but they're going to be tackled at the 10-metre line. So first tackle gone now. Melbourne Storm give it off. They're 5 metres away. King has the ball. Second tackle gone now. What can Melbourne do from here? So, Munster gives it off. So, they have the ball still. It's going to be a 6 again. Oh, so close to scoring a try. So, they give it off. And they pass it long, but it is nicely South Sydney do a nice job of defending. So second tackle gone now. They give it off. Give it off again. And they pass it. Munster gives it off to Nick Meaney. Again, so close to scoring a try. So, Munster has the ball. They give it off. So, fourth tackle gone now. And they pass it. Munster has the footy. Nicely wrapped up. So anyways, last tackle now for the Melbourne Storm. What can they do from here? So, they give it off. And they're going to go short dribble kick, but it's a poor one. So, South Sydney gets the ball back. Again, great defense there. But that last tackle was a poor kick. Poor kick. Could have been a lot better. So last tackle now for the Rabbitohs. Still a Joel Mitchell kicks it long to the touchline. Just avoids the touchline. First tackle gone now. But yeah, excellent stop there right before the touchline. So third tackle gone now. $40 meters out from the try line. Fourth tackle gone now. Melbourne give it off. A pass it again. Gives it off. Munster gives it off. And, they're also close here. They found a flying, but isn't immediately tackled. Nice job, South Sydney. Last tackle now for the Melbourne Storm. Munster kicks up high. Who's going to get the footy? And, great try by Melbourne. Stand up and applaud. So, anyways, it's try time to Melbourne. Right near the goalpost, so that's guaranteed for them to be 6 points away from tying things up. But anyways, excellent try there. But it's try time to Rimmer Smith. So what can the Storm do from here? Now they've got some momentum. But excellent kick by Munster. And nice catch. And great try. So under the goalposts. So it's try time to Rimmer Smith. So, Latrell Mitchell being consulted by the referee. So, it's been confirmed. So, great play there. But yeah, South Sydney knock it forward. It lands into the Melbourne players' hands. And Melbourne score a try. So, great try there. And Nick Meaney getting ready to convert this. Runs up, kicks the footy. Was never going to go wrong. So, Melbourne up by 6. Melbourne cuts South's lead to 6. So the main scoreline is now 6-12. Referee blows the whistle, and Rabbitohs kick it. So Melbourne get the ball back. So far it's been pretty competitive. So they pass it at the 20-meter line. Second tackle gone now. They give it off. Nelson. They give it off. Storm at the 40-meter line. Fourth tackle gone now. Last one for Melbourne. So Melbourne kick it up high and long. Nicely called by Souths. First tackle gone now for Rabbitohs. They give it. Second tackle gone now. So they pass the footy. Third tackle gone now. So they give it off. Fourth tackle gone now. 6 again called. So gonna give Melbourne, the Rabbitohs, a handy advantage. So they give it off once, give it off twice. So nicely tackled there. Second tackle gone now. So Rabbitohs, it's another 6 again. So Rabbitohs could be close to hitting back. 1 minute left to go before half time. They give it off once, give it off twice. Tries to get past the Melbourne defence. Second tackle gone now in this fresh set of 6. So they give it off once, give it off twice. And a stupid error causes South Rabbitohs to lose the ball. So it's going to be a knock on. So anyways, yeah. Unfortunate knock on by the Rabbitohs, so Melbourne get the ball back. They should be able to get 1 tackle out of it, I think. Yeah, so players back into the scrub. So 5 seconds left. And siren goes. So last play here, what can they do? Immediately wrapped up. So it's halftime here at Suncorp Stadium in Magic Round. The scoreline is 6-12. So far, Storm is just as equally, just as in it as the Rabbitohs. It's currently a 6-point difference between the Rabbitohs and the Storm. So far, Melbourne have had a poor start, but they did score the latest try. So far, players are now walking back into the change rooms. Rabbitohs need to keep their lead. The Storm need to get themselves back into the game and hit the front. So honestly, I can't wait. Thank you guys for watching so far, and yeah, I'll see you in the second half.
We live to play, we play to win. We try and try, we won't say die, we won't give in. We're number one, we'll hold the line. We won't step back, we'll just attack time after time. We're lightning fast, we'll drive like rain. We won't be beat, we won't retreat, ice in our veins. We are the Storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the Storm and we're number one. We'll hit them hard, we'll take them down. When the Storm hits, we'll blow the others out of town. We'll push them back, we'll make them pay. Do what it takes, make no mistakes, we'll make the play. We'll show them tough, we'll show them speed. The will to win is all we need, we will succeed. We are the Storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the Storm and we're number one. We are the Storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the Storm and we're number one. We are the Storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the Storm and we're number one. We live to play, we play to win. We try and try, we won't say die, we won't give in. We're number one, we'll hold the line. We won't step back, we'll just attack time after time. We're lightning fast, storm from Melbourne town. We'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm from Melbourne town. We'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm, we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm, we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm.
When speaking of the champions, one stands above the rest. Glory's old and records proud when often put to test. A fine tradition's history that others cannot best. They wear the red and green. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney marches on. They mauled the Balmain Tigers, slew the dragons from St. George. Seagulls and the Mounties next were crushed with mighty force. They humbled Parramatta and the berries in due course. They wear the red and green. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney marches on. They plucked the western magpies, slashed the Newtown vagaboo. The eastern suburbs rooster crowed and then was conquered too. The greatest name in any game within South Sydney grew. They wear the red and green. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. Glory, glory to South Sydney. South Sydney marches on. Glory, glory to South Sydney.
won't say die, we won't give in. We're number one, we'll hold the line. We won't step back, we'll just attack time after time. We're lightning fast, we'll drive like rain. We won't be beat, we won't retreat, ice in our veins. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We'll hit them hard, we'll take them down. When the storm hits, we'll blow the others out of town. We'll push them back, we'll make them pay. Do what it takes, make no mistakes, we'll make the play. We'll show them tough, we'll show them speed. The will to win is all we need, we will succeed. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We live to play, we play to win. We try and try, we won't say die, we won't give in. We're number one, we'll hold the line. We won't step back, we'll just attack time after time. We're lightning fast, we'll drive like rain. We won't be beat, we won't retreat, ice in our veins. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm from Melbourne town, we'll blow the others off the ground. We are the storm and we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm, we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm, we're number one. We are the storm, the Melbourne storm. We are the storm. South Sydney, glory, glory to South Sydney, glory, glory to South Sydney, South Sydney marches on.
When speaking of the champions, one stands above the rest. Glory's old and records proud when often put to test. A fine tradition's history that others cannot best. They wear the red and green.
Glory, glory to South Sydney, glory, glory to South Sydney.
Alright, I'd like to tell you
We live to play.
Alright, how about I tell you doing today? We are back for the second half of South Sydney versus Melbourne. So currently the scoreline is 6-12 in favour of South Sydney. So far it's been a bit of a contest. You know, all that stands between Melbourne and South Sydney is a single converted try. So, it doesn't take much to get back into the contest, and we are nearing the start of the second half. So players are now getting back onto the field. So Rabbitohs are now running back onto the field. So, just waiting for the Storm players to run back on. So, Storm players on there. As thunderstruck players around the stadium. So, we're nearing the start of the second half of Storm v Rabbitohs. So, bit of crowd involvement. So, a bit of crowd involvement there. So, players getting ready for the start of the second half. And we are back for the second half of Melbourne v South Sydney in Magic Round 2023. First tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. They give it off. A bit of aggression, nothing much then. Second tackle gone now. They give it off. Oh. Bit of a crushing tackle there, and Melbourne forced an error out of South Sydney. So Melbourne get the ball back. So that's a great start there. So look at the replay. They drive him into the ground, and you can see where they lost the ball. So great play there by Melbourne to force an error out of Souths. Just what the Melbourne doctor ordered. Setaways, players break out to the scrum. Melbourne are 40 metres away from the try line. First gone now for Melbourne. Melbourne pass the footy. They're at the 30-metre line now. Second tackle gone now. They pass it. Try to sell the dummy. Nothing much then. Third tackle gone now. So they give it off. And Melbourne get wrapped up. Fourth tackle gone now. So Melbourne pass the footy. Munster gives it off. Tries to break through the defence line of Souths. They're oh so close. 2 metres away. They give it off. Munster kicks it up high. Who's going to get the footy? And excellently caught by Souths. Managed to do well under pressure. So, first tackle gone now for South Sydney. So, second tackle gone now. So they give it off. Third tackle gone now. So another pass by Souths. Fourth tackle gone now. Fifth tackle gone now. Rabbitohs roll it. And they kick it up high. High as the highest steer. And, they get past one. And they just avoid the touchline. So, good play there. So again, the crowd attendance is 50,000 for Magic Round, so that's pretty great. Really shows how passionate, how much the crowd had to better this season. So they kicked the footy up high, and nicely caught by South. So nicely wrapped up then. First tackle gone now. Second tackle gone now. Third tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. So, nicely wrapped up. So, last tackle now. So anyways, Ilias kicks it up high. Bit of pressure there against Melbourne. And knocked down. What's going to be the call? It's going to be a South's ball. So, great play then. So anyways, players are now going to be packing into the scrum. And South Sydney have a chance to make this lead 12 points. Unfortunately for Gather Round, we've only had really one competitive game. That was Raiders v Bulldogs, so unfortunate. So, referee gives out orders. So anyways, South gives it off, offloads it, and trying to get past the Melbourne defence. Excellent job there. Immediately stopping their tracks. So, they pass it. Third second gone now. Second second gone now for the Rabbitohs. So, they give it off to Burgess. So, Burgess doing an excellent job of charging. And Latrell Mitchell, oh my word, would you believe it? Excellent Latrell Mitchell assistant try. And it's try time to South Sydney, and they lead by 12 points. Overall, just a great play there. And they're about to convert the try here, so it's a great try there by Alex Johnson, the number 2 for South Sydney here today. So it's a South lead by 10 again. So Latrell Mitchell is going to have a shot to convert the try at the sideline, but hey, we've seen him before. We don't know what he's going to do here. So we'll just have to wait and see. So anyways, excellent play there by South Sydney overall, and they have yet to convert the try yet. So anyway, the Rabbitohs kicked 2 out of 2 goals this season. Bit of a tough kick there. So he kicks the footy, curves it back, just face. So it's going to be a 10-point lead to South Sydney. But to be fair, that was a tough kick then. So anyways, it's a 6-16 scoreline. Oh, wow. So anyways, Melbourne kicked the footy. And it goes straight to Souths. So Tom Burgess immediately tackled. So nothing much then. Third tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. So Melbourne have had a great start, but they haven't been using it to the best of their ability. And the scoreline is 6-16. So they pass it, and they're at the 40-meter line. Oh, they try to get past the defense line. Nothing much then. So at the 40-meter line. Last tackle now. So number 11 having a bit of trouble breathing. And oh no. So unfortunate there. He has split his face open. So he's gonna go off for a bit. Get that arm cleaned up, put a bandage on. So unlucky there, sorry. So anyways, unfortunately he goes off, but South Sydney still have the ball. So anyways, South Sydney kick the ball up high. And it's a bit of pressure there. And knocked back, and it's Melbourne on the wall, and trying to get past the South Sydney defence, and tackled nearby the 40-meter line. So first we've gone now for the Storm, and nice offload there, and it's going to go into the touchline. So great effort there by South Sydney. That's a force number 5 into the touchline. So it's going to be a South Sydney ball again. But yep, you can just see his arm just go touch the line. So anyways, South Sydney roll the ball, they pass it to Tom Burgess. So, first circle gone now. They pass it. South Sydney, 35 metres away from the try line. So, South, 30 metres away. Third circle gone now. And they give it off. And it's going to be 20 metres away. So, fourth circle gone now. They give it off. Willing to get tackled then. And just offloaded before they complete the tackle. And South is going to be 15 metres away from the try line. So anyways, last play here. They give it off. Give it off again. And it's going to be tackled. So anyways, again, not willing to kick, but South Sydney get the ball back. Sorry, Melbourne get the ball back. So, Melbourne have the ball back. First tackle gone now. So, Nelson has the 40. They just offload it and they turn it over. Oh my word. Talk about impatience. very, very dangerous, and South Sydney make the most of it by making Storm pay big time. And it's going to be 6 again for Melbourne, so it's South Sydney. Second tackle gone now. So they pass it. Pass it again. Oh, it's going to be another try time to the Rabbitohs. Can you believe it? Alex Johnson with back-to-back tries for Souths. He puts South Sydney 14 points ahead. This game is getting slowly but surely away from Melbourne Storm. My oh my, great play then. But it's 2 tries on the trot here for Alex Johnson by the South Sydney Rabbitohs. And the bunker confirms the try. So great play there. So anyways, the scoreline is now 6-20 now. So, that horrific error has cost Melbourne big time, and now they are down by 14 points, which could be 16 if Latrell Mitchell successfully converts this. So, Latrell Mitchell kicks a footy straight ahead, gets it in! South by 16, and the scoreline is currently 6-22 in favour of Souths. Melbourne are going to have to do a lot in order to get themselves back to the game. So anyways, referee blows the whistle, Melbourne kick the footy. And South starts to catch the ball. So, Tom Burgess has the footy. First tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. Second tackle gone now. Rabbitohs give it off. So, third tackle gone now. If you are new around here, make sure to like and subscribe because I will be posting more NRL content in the future. And we'll be streaming more NRL games. So, fourth tackle gone now. I may be streaming Cowboys v Roosters tomorrow afternoon. So, look forward to that. But that's a maybe. So, last tackle now for the Rabbitohs. They're at the 40-metre line. Ilias kicks it up high. Who's going to get the footy? Bit of pressure there. Nice goal by Melbourne. So anyways, second tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm at the 30-metre line. Third tackle gone now. So, fourth tackle gone now. So, they try to get past the defence. Nothing much then. Melbourne halfway. Last tackle. So, Munster boots it up high. Torps it. And nicely caught. Easy take then. Not much pressure. South's back. Had the ball back. So, first tackle gone now. And Campbell Graham has the ball. So, second tackle gone now. So, they give it off. Latrell Mitchell. So, third tackle gone now. Tom Burgess has 100 meters gained tonight, so pretty impressive work here tonight. So 4 tackle gone now, and bit of an unsuccessful offload, and it's going to be a penalty to the Rabbitohs anyway. So a bit of luck has struck South, thanks to being tackled without the ball. So I wouldn't say luck, but rather thanks to Melbourne's ill discipline. So they're going to be taking the 2 here. Might as well when you're 20 up by like 16 points. Might as well take the 2. So anyways, Latrell Mitchell is 30 meters out. He's kicked 3 out of 4 goals tonight. So, wondering what he can do here. So Latrell Mitchell is right in front of the goals. He has a good chance of converting this. So, Mitchell kicks it, curves it back, and bounces. And what? Why is he cutting to it? Oh my word! Oh my word! So anyways, I'm going to have to deal with this. Okay, so they cut back to play. So nice to see that someone got a break. The cost of working with live free to air television. So 3rd tackle gone now. And 4th tackle gone now. And they give it off. So trying to get past the defense line and tackled. So nice tackle there by South Sydney. They're at the 30-meter line, trying to go for the early kick, and nicely caught by Latrell Mitchell. So 3rd tackle gone now, and a bit of a scrap there, bit of pushing and shoving. Trying to quickly break this up, and quickly broken up. Straight to the face by Latrell Mitchell. You could make the case then for, a sin bin, which would be absolutely detrimental. So it's going to be a play the ball. So luckily no repercussions there for South Sydney. Luckily. Lots of boos there by the Melbourne crowd though. And it's a penalty to South Sydney. So, lots of boos. Lots of hate by the crowd. But it's going to be a penalty to South Sydney for Storm being offside. So, yeah. You can see the offside. Ayo, ayo, South Sydney, ayo, ayo. So anyways, Souths are now at the 40-meter line thanks to this, thanks to the penalty. What's surprising is that the New Zealand Warriors who versus the Panthers earlier at 3 p.m. Were a lot more competitive, only going down against Penrith by 12 points. So how is that for competitiveness in the competition? So Melbourne are doing worse against the Rabbitohs than the Wires are against the Panthers. What a world we live in. So anyways, and South Sydney lose the ball right near the try line. Oh my. And we got a bit of an injury here though. You could kind of make the case here for a penalty. Okay, so nothing much there, but it's going to be Storm ball. Time off called. So yeah, nothing much there. So a bit of consulting by the referee, by calling them out for being a bit barky at the referee. So anyways, players break out of the scrum and Melbourne are immediately tackled. So nice work there by South Sydney. First tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. You pass it. So held called. Nelson rolls it, gives it off. So a massive pushback by South Sydney then. Third tackle gone now and knocks the ball back. And it's going to be a knock-on against Melbourne. So, dangerous and horrific knock-on by Melbourne. And South get the ball back 10 metres away from the line. Again, Melbourne keep making horrific errors. Look, I don't know why the reason for the stands being empty because either they don't want to stay all day at Suncorp Stadium, or they don't, or Storm are down by a lot with 19 minutes to go, so they give it off. They're at the 10-meter line. Second tackle gone out. So Souths on the front foot. And nearly scored a try then, if it weren't for Melbourne. So anyways, bit of awareness there by Souths. A fourth tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. They give it off and try to get past the defense line. And loses the ball. And Melbourne get the footy back. So first tackle gone now. It's going to be a penalty to the Melbourne for, I assume, a being offside. So you can kind of hear the sound that the fence had after being hit by the ball. But yeah, Melbourne get a penalty for slow play of the ball, and Storm have their first tackle gone, and they are near the 40-meter line. Second tackle gone now for Melbourne. They give it off. They pass it again. Gives it to Nick Meaney. Tries to look for options. Willing to get tackled. So 16 minutes left on the clock. Third tackle gone now. Gives it to Munster. Munster gets past. Not much. So they're at the 20-meter line. Fourth tackle gone now. So anyways, they're at the 10-meter line. They're getting closer to getting another try. Last play. Melbourne dribble kick it, and it's going to be South's ball. it would take a lot for Melbourne to get themselves back in the game. They would need 3 tries, with 2 of them being converted. They'd need 3, all 3 of those tries to be converted if they want to hit the lead, and only 2 of them if they want to tie things up and send things into golden point. But I don't think a comeback is likely for the Melbourne Storm, given how poor they played tonight and the amount of errors that they keep making. So last tackle now. Storm did a decent job of keeping them in their own half. So Melbourne get to the 30-meter line, and rips through the tackle, but not much. So anyways, first tackle gone now for Melbourne. Second tackle gone now for Melbourne. Munster gives it off. They're near the halfway. 45 metres, 5 metres away from the halfway line. They pass it. They give it off. Nick Meaney gets into the halfway point, and it is knocked. Another error by Melbourne. Again, it's just an error fest here by Melbourne. Same issue that they had. The Manly had. Again, poor play here. So anyways, they break out of the tackle. They're at the 40-meter line. So they pass it. They're at the halfway point. So Souths trying to get past the defense line. Latrell Mitchell tries to look for options and is tackled. You can see Reggie the Rabbit on the sideline. Third tackle gone now. That's 20-meter point. Fourth tackle gone now. They pass it. And last tackle now for the Rabbitohs. They go for the dribble kick, and it's going to be a try time to the Rabbitohs! Can you believe it? They're up by 20! Can you believe it? South Sydney have just been tearing Melbourne apart. Could this turn into another 32-6 drubbing? Which would be incredibly hilarious. But yeah, great play there by South Sydney. Great kick, led to a great try. So, South has just been ripping them apart. So it's a great try to Isaiah Tass from the Rabbitohs. So Isaiah Tass has scored a try for the Rabbitohs. Try confirmed by LeBronca. So around 12 minutes left in the second half. So anyways, Latrell Mitchell is going to have a shot to convert the try at the touchline. So Latrell Mitchell kicks it, gets it back, and gets it! South by 22. Great kick by Latrell Mitchell. So, bro, nobody cares about the eyes that people will keep doing. Oh my god, get this ad off. If you seek. Oh, it's a New Zealand ad. Right. So, Storm kicked the footy. And surely this game's result is no longer in doubt. First tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. So, second tackle gone now. Passes the footy. Third tackle gone now. They pass it. Passes it again. And nice meters made out of it. Fourth tackle gone now. Rabbitohs past the halfway point. They give it off. Could this be another try to the Rabbitohs? Oh, they are floating! Oh! They lose the footy. Would have been a brilliant try to the Rabbitohs if it weren't for that mark-up then. So anyways, players packing into the scrum. Melbourne get the footy back. So, scrum breaks and at the 10-metre line. Third tackle gone now. They pass the footy. And, they just offloaded before the tackle was completed. And Cameron Munster, what a takedown by South. So, making them redo that tackle 3. Oh no, a bit of an injury low for South. So, a head clash by Cameron Murray. Might go off the field. Oh my word. Yeah. Bit of a brutal head clash then. So anyways, Namona is getting just checking up on himself. So anyways, a bit of stoppage here. So yeah, getting checked up then. So they pass the footy. So fourth tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm. They pass the footy. Wrapped up. Last tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm. They pass the footy. Bit of passing here. Goes a dribble kick. Bit of a foot chase. Nicely run down by the Rabbitohs. And they get the ball back. So, bit of tackling there. Second tackle gone now. Passes the footy. So, 8 minutes left to go. Passes the footy. Now, fourth tackle gone. Making them redo tackle 4. So, Cameron Murray is getting a HIA check done. So, probably going to end him for the rest of the night. Whether he passes it or not, given how little time is left. So, they pass the footy and they get past the 35 metres out. Last one for the Rabbitohs. Gives it off. Latrell Mitchell torps it long and nicely caught by Melbourne. So far, it's been a disappointing contest. Melbourne were like down 12 to 6 at half time, and then the Rabbitohs just blew them out of the water. This is just a repeat of the Broncos match last week. Broncos competitive and getting blown out in the second half. Like, oh my word. Like, Rabbitohs just love playing at Suncorp. 2 Suncorp smackings in a row. Mainly, the smacking coming from the second half. So, South Sydney fans are up and about. Bit of whistling, wooing. So, they pass the footy. And second tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm. Bit of clashing. Third tackle gone now. Fourth tackle gone now for Melbourne. Passes the footy. And Rabbitohs have got like an easy next 5 games. They've got the Tigers, Eels and Raiders at home. They've got the Dragons and someone else. Actually, I'll check because probably nothing really happening so far. So let's just go to the draw. Let's see, Rabbitohs. So they got the Tigers at Acor, Eels at Alliance, Raiders at Acor, Titans at the Gold Coast, and Dragons at Cogra. So looking at these matchups, the Titans and Raiders ones are probably like the most the biggest tests for the Rabbitohs. Probably say more so the Titans one, given that it's a away game. But so far, I feel like that the Rabbitohs don't really have that much of a test until they reverse the Broncos in round 21, because they've got a bit of an easy draw and a couple of buys until round 21. Because so far, the Rabbitohs have managed to knock off their tough opponents early, and they get rewarded with a easy end to the season with a couple of challenges here and there at the latter end by the Sharks and the Broncos. The Sharks is a bit of an iffy one when it comes to tests for the Rabbitohs, given the fact that it got smacked by 20 points by the newest team in the competition. But whatever. It is what it is. So, third tackle gone now for the Melbourne Storm. Umpire calls held. Fourth tackle gone now. Trying to go the early kick. Not really much from there. And let's go into touch. So it's gonna be a Storm ball again because South's brought it into touch. But yeah. So South's brought it into touch, and it's going to be a fresh set of 6 for Storm near the try line. So it gives them a chance to score a consolidation try. 4 minutes left to go, win the match. So tries to get through, and it's a try time to Storm. So they finally get a try in the second half. So at least they weren't scoreless, unlike the Broncos in the second half. So finally, they get some pain relief in this horrific night. So they cut the Rabbitohs lead to 18. But yeah, just got through the Rabbitohs defense with ease. Like, mainly because, they've already won the game. Like, there was really nothing left to do. So a try confirmed by the bunker, but easy like that, was always going to be a try. So Nick Meaney's going to have a shot to convert the try. Warms up, gets ready, runs up to the footy, kicks it with ease. Scoreline's now 28-12, so Melbourne now have a 16-point lead. Again, this is like another disappointing blockbuster, like involving the Rabbitohs, like, because it was like set up to be like a cracker of a match, but like Rabbitohs has just been absolutely dominant. Credit where there's credit's due. But yeah, disappointing by the Storm. Great job to the Rabbitohs. Really showing why they're going to be the premiership favourites. Premiership Smokies because they smacked the first place Broncos, beat the Panthers at Acorn, and honestly, now I feel like the biggest problem is because they've got an easy matchup. Let's see if they can maintain this red hot form into the September and October. So, a bit of an issue trying to get the kicking tee. Kid chucks it to the Rabbitohs, to Latrell Mitchell, and scoreline's 12-28 in the second half. Referee blows the whistle, and they get ready, runs up, kick it, and nicely caught by Melbourne. So I feel like the final scoreline will be 12-28. I really feel like there's nothing much that the Melbourne Storm can do, except score a late try and I feel like I don't think they're really gonna try and get a late try. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. They've got 2 sets left with 3 minutes left to go. So 4th tackle gone now. They pass the footy. They give it off. Munster goes the short chip again, and Melbourne win the footy back and got some really good meters out of it. And they push away from the touch line. Last tackle gone now. Melbourne have a good chance of getting a late try. Cameron Munster kicks it, and it's going to be Rabbitohs ball, so nicely called there. A bit of an Australian football mark there. But yeah, Rabbitohs get the footy back. So 3rd tackle gone now. Not much long. So a bit of a scuffle. Not sure why, given that Rabbitohs have already won the match. Not much then. So it's going to be a penalty to the Rabbitohs. So yeah, bit of a scuffle. But yeah, quickly resolved. Reggie the Rabbit on the sideline with the players. Charles Mitchell boots it long. So, taps it. And yeah, nothing much to go there. First tackle gone now for the Rabbitohs. Might be the last set of the match. Probably going to milk the clock here. Nothing much here. So they pass it. And Tom Burgess has the ball. They give it off. So, could Rabbitohs get a ceiling try? Hope they do. Would be pretty funny if they did. 4 tackle goal now. They pass the footy. And Burgess nearly gets to the line. So last one here. So rolls it. Gives it off. And they're going to go for it. And they knock the ball on. So it's going to be a knock on against the Rabbitohs. But nothing much from there. Not too much of a deal. Not too much of a big deal. Given that how well Souths have played tonight. There's like less than 20 seconds left in the match. So 3, 2, 1, full time. So amazing win here by the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Credits where there's credit due. So 5 in a row for the Rabbitohs. So great play. So overall, great effort by the Rabbitohs in our Magic Ground. So it is full time here at Suncorp Stadium. Overall, pretty comfortable, pretty great win by the Rabbitohs. And they've got 5 in a row. Very big premiership threat this season. So let's go and look at the.
When speaking of the champions, one stands above the rest. Glory's old and records proud when often put to test.
So anyways, let's go.
History that others cannot best. They wear
The first place is the Alright, so in first place we've got the Brisbane Broncos, who after their comfortable win over the Melbourne Sea Eagles. Second place we've got the South Sydney Rabbitohs, thanks to their absolute belting against the Melbourne Storm. Third place we've got the Penrith Panthers, thanks to their 12-point win over the Wires. Fourth place we've got the Cronulla Sharks after being completely decimated by the Dolphins, surprisingly. Fifth place we got the Dolphins after their 20-point smacking against the Sharks. So that's probably the biggest surprise of Magic Round. I mean, they call it Magic Round for a reason though. So anyways, in sixth place we got the Melbourne Storm after that smacking by the Rabbitohs. Seventh place we've got the Roosters, who have yet to play a game. They versus the Cowboys next. We could stream that game. And then in eighth place we've got the Raiders after their 4-point win over the Bulldogs. And ninth place we've got the Melbourne Sea Eagles thanks to their complete smacking by the Broncos. So yeah, that's what the state of play is here. Overall, it's a pretty good season so far. As you know, 4-point stands between first and 8th. So so far things have been pretty tight. So anyways, it is full time here at Suncorp Stadium. Rabbitohs win against the Melbourne Storm 28-12. So yeah, that's how the state of play is. And so yeah, if you are new here, make sure to like, subscribe if you because I will be posting more NRL content. We'll be streaming more NRL games because the next game we'll be streaming is Cowboys v Roosters tomorrow. Maybe that's a maybe at 4 p.m. Then the next game we'll be streaming is probably Storm v Broncos at Amy Park, which is a bit of a test for Brisbane because, you know, they haven't won against the Storm since 2016. And so if there was a time and place for Brisbane to win against the Storm, it would be now. Yeah. And then so basically on Thursday night, we'll be streaming Storm v Broncos. Maybe. That's a maybe. Friday night, we'll be streaming Panthers v Roosters. Saturday, nothing much because I'm be going to to something. And yeah, that's the games that we're going to be streaming. So tomorrow we're going to be streaming Roosters v Cowboys. Thursday we're going to be streaming Storm v Broncos. Friday we're going to be streaming Panthers v Roosters. But yeah, that's all I have to say for tonight. But yeah, thank you guys for watching so far. Like and subscribe if you're new here. And yeah, see you for now.